And finally, we are live. We are live. Good, show. Good. We're already mega late anyway. What, you gonna do a man bun? Uh-oh. Whoops. B.o.P podcast, finally, 15, damn near 20, 25 minutes late due to uncontrollable circumstances. Almost 30 minutes late. Due to uncontrollable circumstances, I will say to you, it's because of the streaming profile that we to not have lag and lag in real life, skipping. It said, okay, put it on this, and then you can put it on this, and then put it on hardware. Cool, I did it. Everything checked out. Error. Doesn't tell you exactly what error it is, but it was an error. Went ahead, tried it again. Boom. And every time I did it and then restart it, finally I just went with software. Hopefully it doesn't lag. I put it on to 1080p or 4K. I think 1080p is where we're at, so hopefully it outputs correctly. But, and unfortunately, I'm at this point, I don't really care. We're mega late anyway. We need to make this weekly news happen. Okay, so let's get first things first. Make sure you follow, subscribe, comment. We are live on Twitch, on YouTube, on Facebook, on TikTok, everywhere, as well as all the audio, wherever you get your podcasts. So check that out. Again, 7:30 p.m. is usually what we're supposed to be happening. We are, by next week, hopefully, we should have a streaming soon screen. So if things like this tend to happen, we will still have the away screen and still be working the kinks out. And then we'll go live. So, without further ado, this is Killer Whisk. That is my Xbox name, my PSN name. Go log in, we be friends. We go play some Call of Duty. That's what I do. And then the pretty old, flashy, outlandish right here. What's happening, baby? Up? What's happening? We're going to go ahead with that and get it going. What kind of shirt is that? A little dragon?
Yeah. Like
nicely done, nicely done. Again, we are live on YouTube, Twitch, Facebook, and on TikTok as well. So shouts out to the TikTok family. They're here just checking us out. We have a lot of news. But a decent amount. And then what we're going to do is, because we're already frustrated what has happened today of the stupidness, okay? I'm going to focus on you real quick, right? Mm-hmm. I'm going to put up the image. And the image is going to go ahead and piss you off. Because what has happened, some company gave you an option to pre-order something that is...
Shouldn't be pre-ordered.
Shouldn't be pre-ordered.
So I'll go over everything right now.
Yeah, because you know what's funny? I've seen it and I thought it was just bull. And then you told me exactly what happened.
Yeah.
And then I want to know.
I'm surprised you didn't read the thing.
I didn't dive into it like that. And we're gonna go ahead and put this up. It is Konami. Konami is the former studio of Silent Hill.
Well, they made Silent Hill, Castlevania, and all that. Let me start off with some history, a little bit of history first. Originally, they were making Winning 11 Pro Evolution Soccer.
Yes.
But they decided they're going to cancel that series, and then they decided to call it eFootball. We talked about this in the past podcast, well, as I did, and they decided to make it's going to be like a freemium type of game, which obviously that means it's free, but you pay for, certain things in the game and all that.
Yeah.
Now, because this game is originally supposed to come out on the 30th of this month, of September.
Okay.
Now, they currently is going to be digital only. There's going to be no physical copies of this game at all.
So all digital, huh?
All digital.
That's cool.
So now they're having what they call the Premium Play Pack.
Oh, and I love how they fluff it up.
Which comes with a bunch of in-game currency and what they call the chance deals.
Oh my God. Here we go.
Chance deals.
Damn, dude.
Basically, what these chance deals are is another way of saying loot boxes.
They always got to make their money.
Exactly. So with these loot boxes, you are able to get 6 chance deals with this play pack, which costs $39.99. If you pre-order it, You get an extra 2, so you get a total of 8 chance deals.
Okay.
Now, for this premium play pack, this is not coming out till November 15th.
November 15th.
And the game comes out September 30th.
Okay.
The game is only going to have just regular play and and competitive matches.
Reading on your little
Double
notes
check.
there.
It's gonna have local matches and cross generation matchmaking. That's the only thing it's gonna have at launch. Then once November 15th comes, that's when you're able to create your own players, create your own teams and get players. And that's where these chance things come in. With these chance deals, you'll be able to randomly get what they call a star player.
Yeah.
You know, people like Messi, I don't know any other soccer.
Ronaldo.
Yeah, Ronaldo. Things.
Neymar.
Yeah, people like them, you'll be able to get those in these chance packs, and you'll be able to put these in your team because, you know, they're like the power players. So it'd be good to have these people in your team.
Yeah.
And you're able to get those people in the thing by paying for these chance packs. But
Chance packs.
But these chance packs are not coming out until November 15th. But if you pre-order it, you'll be able to get an extra 2 chance packs with the 6 that you pre-order for the $39.99.
That sounds like a lawsuit ready to happen.
I just can't believe they have the gallstone to actually do
The gallstone? The gallstone. Not the gall, but the gallstone.
to actually freaking have you pay $39.99 for some in-game currency and chance boxes that you can't even access until November when the game comes out September 30th. What kind of next level shit is that?
That's all confusing.
What kind of next level shit is that? That's like some next level. Like, I already not a big fan of loot boxes at all, and you guys already know this if you've been watching us for a while. I do not like loot boxes.
I don't think anybody that if you
hate
know and understand
loot boxes.
if you know and understand loot boxes, you automatically hate it. If you don't get it, it's literally what you acquire to get a chance of an actual item that you want from the only loot box that you can get. It sounds that confusing.
Now, the thing is, they said with these loot boxes, you're able to, there's 16 stars in the loot boxes. And what they said is, if you actually get these loot boxes, they said that you will not get a repeat player if you already have one. So if you want to get all the players, you have to pay $80 to get all the players in the game. So you know how this game was a free game at first, and now you're paying $80 to get all the characters that you want, like obviously all the players.
You might as well you should have just done a downloadable content and charged the pack appropriately.
This is a really sneaky way of them doing something like this, and
I think because
hate it.
it's not getting that much publicity like that, and it needs to go against but not copy FIFA, this is the only way to do it.
Konami, what
Oh,
happened?
no, dude.
You was such a good company, and these past couple of years, you've just been going downhill.
From trying to what's his name?
Kojima getting rid of him and canceling his fantastic Silent Hills project.
Whoever's running that company needs to get the hell out ASAP.
And then
by the way.
all of a sudden, not doing anything good with any of your IPs that are amazing, and turning all your popular IPs into freaking pachinko games. It's like, what happened to you, Konami? You are a good company. Like, I loved your games.
Yep.
The Castlevania, the Silent Hills.
Yep.
You were coming out with fantastic games, and then these past couple of years.
Terrible. It's
Oh
like y'all
my
want to just drive the company
God.
down and then get acquired to do what they should have done or what you should have done when they acquire it. Like, they're running it to the ground, and it seems like they're trying so hard, but not with so much heart to move in the gaming direction.
Yeah,
Because what y'all doing with this, I'm still confused. The Outlanders broke it down for all of us as best as he could with his notes, and I'm still confused. I'm going to get the game. It's already bad that we get a game that's not complete, but they release downloadable content to download the same data you already bought. So that's one thing. But to pre-order a downloadable content that is technically not randomized, because if it was random, you'll get repeated players.
Yeah, they said that it will not.
So they technically got a fixed amount of money to acquire whatever is in that loot box, which in total is $80. How is that free? How is that free?
Because you don't have to get those characters, but those characters are like the best players, and you know people are gonna get them because these are like the famous players, like I said, Messi and all them. The famous.
Do you know if you
players.
can Do you know if you can grind to get them in the game,
Or
is it only with the packs?
I'm pretty sure with these you only could get them in the packs.
Oh,
these special
my God.
players.
That's annoying. I'm trying to fix your camera because I'm gonna have to zoom out a little bit. You've been. Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, it's so annoying. It's like as soon as I read that news, I was just like, oh my God, like how do they get to that point? It's awful.
How do games get into that point?
That's what
in
I'm
general?
saying. Like, what happened to? I mean, God, I'm gonna act like an old person right now, but
Yeah,
like
a boomer status.
Back
Hashtag
then,
boomer.
we don't have to deal with stupid shit like this. We didn't.
No.
You had the full game in the damn disc.
And that's it. Whatever you get is whatever you get. And then the developers will know and understand what they want.
And then
so
the
they
next
do it in the
year
sequel.
we'll get the sequel and we'll make it better. But
Yep.
no, this time you have to release half completed games like the freaking Halo is going to be coming out, and then release
Oh my
half
God.
freaking
Yo,
games.
Halo is stripped. Whoever buys that game, dude, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I am
it's
sorry.
Like, you're gonna.
I
How
don't
are you
know,
going
man.
to
I
release
think
half-baked games?
you're literally releasing
and then
a half-baked
release,
game.
and then release the patches or the updates or the new seasons, whatever the company decides they want to call it.
Whatever season
at
it
later
releases a new
times.
game mode, which it should have been in the first place. Like, it doesn't make absolute no sense, and it sucks.
So things like this just always just aggravate me.
We're going to move on to the next topic, and what we're looking at here is the announced Netflix series of Twisted Metal will star Anthony Mackie.
Yeah, of Captain America. and
What's that damn
Falcon.
series? Captain and
Winter
with the Soldier. Is
Yeah.
that the series of Disney
Yeah,
Plus? If you don't know
so-
who Anthony Mackie is, he's the Falcon.
Falcon, yep.
In the
Which
Marvel universe.
now he is. Oh,
Yeah.
well, actually, should we ruin it like that? Well,
Whatever.
everyone knows. Well, he's now Captain America, pretty much. And so
Yeah.
now he's actually going to star in the new Twisted Metal TV show.
Now my question to you is, and I don't know why today is just, it's not Friday the 13th, right? It's not Friday the 13th.
no.
Your camera is slowly going down every single time, dude. I'm trying, and it's just slowly. So I'm going to slowly zoom because it seems sturdy now. Let's hope. I think he's going to be Axel.
No, I'm going to tell you, they already picked the character for him already. and all
really?
that.
What's
exactly.
he?
So he's going to be pretty much going to be what his name is going to be, John Doe. That's his name in the movie.
Okay.
And pretty much, they already have like part of the thing. We don't know exactly the details because it's still in the making right now.
Yep.
It's starting him.
Yeah.
It's starring him, and he's going to pretty much deliver like a package of some sort
Is that it?
That's the picture.
to like a place,
Yeah.
and then from there we don't know exactly the details. But let's be honest, they're probably all the Twisted Metal characters are probably going to be chasing him, trying to stop him from doing that. So yeah, that's pretty much the thing. It's going to be high octane action comedy.
I hope it's good.
It's only going to be 30 minutes, so it's going to
Okay.
be like 30-minute episodes.
Yeah.
But that's all we know. There's no release date yet. We have nothing like that. But
Yeah.
it was cool that they announced him.
Yeah, and
he's,
yeah,
he's
I'm
a
like,
big,
all right,
he's a big,
all right.
he's a big actor. So.
And he's funny as hell. He's funny. So
exactly.
He's good. He's a good
I
actor.
think it'd be pretty cool in the series, especially with the Twisted Metal. Hopefully they do it good because, like I said, I'm a huge Twisted Metal fan. Love the game series, and
Yeah.
I'm hoping they do the TV show good.
Yep.
I just want some like action and comedy, because that's what Twisted Metal is known for. It has like the, out
Yeah,
there
it was
wacky.
never really serious.
No,
You know?
it's a game that you don't play, you don't take seriously.
Yeah. Let me see here. Oh my god, this is making me mad, dude.
This is still going down.
All day. Yep. As you can see, it slowly goes down. I don't know if it's
Slowly
something.
does this, look.
Yeah, it just goes. Zoom. All right, so here we go. Let's talk about very briefly. I'm not going to take any long duration of time with this, okay? And we're talking about Epic versus Apple.
Oh yeah, I'll have you speak
Yes,
about that.
and
Yeah.
very
That's it.
brief, very brief.
Yeah, I didn't write anything on that because I figured you would talk
Epic
about it.
won in principle of their actual lawsuit.
In principle, they won that one
In
thing that
principle.
they wanted, even though they lost literally everything else.
And
But they
because
won
they
the
lost
whole
everything else, they ain't trying to be on some, I'll just take the L and call it a day. No, they went ahead and they filed an appeal, to an injunction on, I think it's an appeal for those.
Yeah, it was an appeal.
It was an appeal to those victories to Apple. So what they're saying is, no. They're still antitrust. We are still antitrust. They are doing this and that and the third. We ain't trying to pay all that. From me to you, you're going to pay them fees. It's
Yeah,
black and white.
it's gonna happen,
Everything
yeah.
else may be debatable, but you're going to pay them fees.
Yeah.
Sorry, Timmy. You're going to pay them fees.
Yeah, it's gonna happen. Yeah, definitely.
There's no way around it. Bro, you violated willingly. Like, you violated willingly. Like, you did it knowing what was going to cost you.
Exactly.
If you didn't know that, I'm sorry, or whatever your legal advisor didn't tell you, you're wrong. And if you end up winning because of something behind the scene or whatever happened that was going to be exposed later, then oh my God. But right now, based on the appeal and the docs and the verdict, you paid them fees, boy.
Exactly.
You paid them. You paid them fees. So that was quick. I wanted to give you an update because Epic didn't want to go down as a loser. Maybe the other charge is fine. We don't know. Let's briefly, which caught me really off guard, a showcase has happened for a 10th anniversary.
Yeah, I'll
You wanna
speak
go ahead and
about
speak
that
on that?
since I actually watched it. So yeah,
And it's THQ.
THQ Nordic.
Yeah, which I think WrestleMania.
Well, the thing is,
Wrestling.
because THQ used to be a company from back in the day, made a bunch of games,
A
and
bunch
then
of WWE
and then they
games.
combined it with other companies and created THQ Nordic.
Yeah.
Which happened 10 years ago. This year was their 10th anniversary year, so they decided to do a showcase.
Yeah.
So they showed a couple of games on the showcase. They showed about 6 games, and there were some actually pretty decent games that, I was actually a little shocked about, because some of these things they're bringing back from back in the day, which
Yeah.
that's what I was a little shocked about.
Okay.
The first and foremost, last year they released the Destroy All Humans remake, the first one. Mm-hmm. Now they're doing the sequel remake.
All right.
Which both came out on the PS2 originally, and now they'll be able to get the remake of it, which comes out next year.
On all platforms, I would assume.
Yeah, it's coming out on all the updated platforms and all that, the typical,
Yeah.
typical things. Looks a lot better. Looks
Okay.
so much better. Like,
That's good.
I love how it looks. Like, it looks a lot of fun. And then they also announced a new SpongeBob game, SpongeBob Cosmic Shake. What I love about it is, I don't know if you remember that episode. Remember that episode when they were at the band, and they were playing at like a Super Bowl type of thing, and that was that song, that like epic rock song?
What game?
No, on SpongeBob SquarePants, a TV show.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about from referencing the game.
No, remember that song?
What song?
Sweet, sweet, sweet victory.
No.
Yeah, you don't remember that
You
song?
say sweet. I say sweet
No.
Caroline.
No.
Bam, bam, bam. Because we're in Massachusetts.
So pretty
clearly.
much it's like a classic song, and
Yeah.
they used that song for the trailer of the thing, which is amazing. It's by the same studio who did the remake of the SpongeBob Bikini Bottom Rehydrated, which
Okay.
is a remake of that game.
Rehydrated.
So they actually have that. They don't have a release date for it yet,
Yeah.
but I loved the trailer because they used that song, and the ending of the trailer was hilarious too. So it was pretty cool. A new SpongeBob game.
Okay.
And then they also announced a sequel to a game that the last game of the series came out was 1999. So they created a sequel to the game. It's called Outcast, which was an open world adventure game even before the Grand Theft Auto series. So it was like one of the first like open world type of games. It was originally for PC.
Okay.
And now it's coming out for the for the PS5, Xbox Series X. And it's an open world sci-fi type of game. It has like sci-fi elements. It looks really like fun. And I like the fact that they're bringing back an old IP.
Yeah, right?
That's something that a lot of people like didn't expect it, because originally it was supposed to have a sequel a while ago, but it kept getting canceled.
Yeah, because they didn't feel like there was any value behind it. Probably when the years went, down the road.
But now they're releasing the last game was 1999, and they finally created a sequel to it. So that's very interesting. They didn't give a release date on that, but like I said, it looked really cool. And then another game which also falls into that is called Jagged Alliance.
I was gonna say,
3.
boy, you trying to announce that singing group was
I
set
know, I
up.
was a Jagged Edge. I know, I was thinking
Money
that
and
too.
cars and everything. So, I was like, wait a minute.
So they have a sequel, which the second one came out also in 1999 by the same developer of Tropico. Remember, that game.
Yeah.
So it's pretty much one of those like strategy, tactical RPG type of games.
Yeah.
But it's like all like, with guns and all that type of stuff. Looks pretty cool. Looks like if you're a fan of those type of strategy type of games, you'll probably love it. And I'm sure a lot of people are excited about this because this is like also one that's, people have been wanting a sequel for a while, and finally comes out. That's going to be a PC exclusive. And then also another one, which the last sequel of this came out in 2004. It's called Superpower, which is also a strategy type of game.
Yeah.
But you're like trying to create either world peace or take over the world.
Oh, geez,
it's
sick
up to
bastards.
you what you want to do.
Sick bastards. You already know what you guys are going to be doing.
It's like
y'all
it's,
already
it's
know
like
what y'all want to be doing.
It's a political type of game.
You know what's the only thing I like that kind of references that? Spore. I remember one of my friends went ahead and took advantage and raided all these other little civilizations and whatnot, but I haven't personally played that. But Spore it kind of reminds me of Spore.
Yeah. And then that's also going to be a PC-only game, because usually those type of games are always PC games. And then another one, which kind of threw me off the loop, because I was like, I haven't ever heard about this series for a while, and I guess they're releasing it again. I don't know if you remember these from our, days when we were working at GameStop. MX versus ATV Legends.
Wow.
So a new one is coming out on that. Remember those? It used to be all over the place on GameStop.
That's weird, man. These THQ's weird. All these titles, nothing too major. I mean, they've been out in the loop for a while, so they haven't been like making a good IP. But now it's like they're re-releasing things that should have been good around 2010 to 2012. But like,
so they're releasing all these. It's
it's
interesting, and so they're releasing that. It doesn't have a release date on it. It was literally like a quick thing, so they just probably started making this game.
Yeah.
It's coming out for the PS4, all the systems, past gen and previous gen.
Yeah.
So it's coming out for all that. And then what they closed off with was another game which came out back in 2017. It's called Elex 2, which is an open world sci-fi / medieval game.
Okay.
Awesome. Fun, very fun game. Also going for PS5, PS4, Xbox One, Xbox Series X, PC, and all that. I just love the way it looks, and it takes place literally directly after Elex, the first one, which came out 4 years ago, so it's around the same time frame. I love the way it looks. It looked fantastic. So I'm excited for that one. But yeah, there's actually a couple of things I was excited about, especially the Destroy All Humans and, yes, the SpongeBob too, because I like platformers like that.
Absolutely.
So, yeah, I just wanted to say, because it came out of nowhere. I wasn't expecting this. And then all of a sudden,
I didn't hear any word of it.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't hear any word.
All right, cool.
Then I found out about it.
All right, so let's dive into what the highlight of this week was. And I think personally, in my opinion, the highlight of this week, and we're going to go about the actual release of the beta, which now it is official,
I have
of the
you explain
PlayStation
that, 'cause
5
you know more
firmware.
about that, yeah.
So for those that didn't know, that we as beta testers, so for those that are beta testers, power to our feedback.
Yeah, you was able
But here's the funny part. That beta solved my issue with rest mode and power mode, but with the official release, I'm stuck still restarting my PS5 and putting it to rest mode, because if I put it automatically in rest mode, it just turns off my PS5. So the official release didn't solve my problem, but the beta did.
You always had that issue with your
I still do.
PS5?
I still
never
do.
did. I always have my thing in rest mode, and it never turns
Yep.
off. The only time it turns off is when I lose power. But that's
Absolutely, and you would think so, but nope, I'm screwed.
Wow.
So I know the firmware in my
Weird.
case didn't. I don't know, something's
it.
up
Yeah,
or
for
some
mine
short
works
circuits.
fine.
I don't know.
I put in rest mode all the time.
Yeah.
I always do.
So with this firmware, of course, you get the 3D audio without headphones. I advise you guys, if you have a smaller room, it's better. I'm in the PS5's in the living room, and it's
It's
very
a very
acoustic.
open space.
It's very open space, very
Yeah.
echoey. So when I tried it, it sounded like the whole audio was muffled. Yet you can still hear things behind you very loud, but everything else is muffled. So the experience was kind of thrown off. So I still use my Sony Pulse headphones, which, by the way, I do recommend because that 3D audio was ridiculous. I do like 45 to 50% better playing Call of Duty because as soon as you hear footsteps, you know that it's not literally behind you. But when you have the headphones and you hear behind you, move that. He's behind you. He's somewhere, but he's behind you. Then they have obviously the notorious expansion with the SSD drive up to 4 terabytes of data. So you just this YouTube tutorials and IGN specifically that. You crack it open, you unscrew it, put in, and it's different specs to it. So got to have a heat sink before it melts and you be game over. But so that's great. And it was officially released. So hopefully by another beta, whatever they have, hopefully I'll get first dibs and see what they have because I love to be exclusive. But it was pretty cool. But here's the thing, and if you follow me on TikTok, you already seen the video. And those that haven't, go check out our TikTok and check out the video because there's one little hidden detail that I didn't realize that they have it already updated.
Yeah.
But personally, I didn't try. And I was super damn excited about it. I was stupid excited about it. And it is the PlayStation 5, right?
Yeah.
Being compatible with Remote Play. For those that don't know, you can use what I did back in the day, PS Vita, which is the handheld by Sony, to Remote Play and play your PS4, PS5, only on Wi-Fi. It was always limited on Wi-Fi. But now, in 2021, with 5G phones, it is now possible to remote play with cell data, regardless 4G,
That's
3G, or LTE and 5G. You're finally able. The report stated September 23rd will be the official rollout.
Yeah.
I received the update. It showed the compatibility. It warned you twice using it on the iPhone that you're going to be using cell data, but it hadn't connected to my PS5. I wonder why. I did it with 2
You have
bars.
unlimited data, right? So you're fine.
No, I have unlimited data.
That's what I'm saying. You have
Yeah,
unlimited data.
absolutely. I got
that's
unlimited
right,
data,
so you're
but
fine.
it didn't connect to the PS5. Like because if you connect with Remote Play, and it says that connection lost, your PS5 is on. It was off. It was still on rest mode. So I'm like, it never turned on. So I don't know if that's something in the back end that they update and flick on the switch on 23rd. Mm-hmm. It is today. It's the 18th. So
You still got 5 days.
I still got 5
Oh, so
days.
it's next Friday, right?
Yeah. But I'm still gonna try it on LTE to see if it works, because that's something I think they said that by the 23rd, but then roll it out to those. You know what I'm saying? It's great because now anywhere I go, I now have Remote Play PS5. Anywhere I go.
Cool.
And the best part is, I got my pre-order for my new snazzy iPhone, which now has 5G. Yes, y'all had iPhone 12, it had 5G. Fine, cool. I didn't have that. I waited 2 years. I waited because I didn't think I needed all that for what I do now. Now that I need it and my phone's kind of declining, I got myself an iPhone 13. Hopefully it comes in. And it has the ProMotion, which this is the main reason why. ProMotion is their technique of 120 hertz of your display, but is adaptive, meaning when you're looking at a still image, it's refreshing at 10 hertz. And when you scroll, it's like 20, 30 hertz. You scroll fast, 40 to 60 hertz, and you see the motion clear.
Yeah.
That goes all the way up to 120 hertz. So for gaming and projects and editing and all that, that is great. So with the PlayStation 5 Remote Play, with the 5G, with the ProMotion, golly,
You'll be able to do all that. Yeah, that'd be
yeah,
great.
man. And that's why I'm like, damn right. Finally, Sony, you listen to me. I bead and moaned every year about that because it's a slow hidden feature. Which brings us to our next image, if you don't mind me just skipping along, because this one is another technical feat that a lot of people has embraced today, And what I am talking about is Game Pass Ultimate. Xbox released an update, so now you could stream your Xbox Ultimate games on your PC.
Which I love because I actually have a new PC
Yep.
that I just got yesterday.
So-
a new gaming PC, so I can actually try that.
So now you can have Game Pass Ultimate, but instead of wasting your space downloading, you can actually just stream it. Yes, I tested it, looked at it, cool. Didn't test the actual gameplay on the cloud on the PC, but some games are limited. So I tried to find the console version of Destiny 2 with all the expansions, and they still haven't released it because I ain't trying to get the Xbox. On CloudGaming, it doesn't have that. It just has Destiny 2. They do have Control. They do have Gears of War 5. They do have Jedi Fallen Order. So these are the things that I've been playing on CloudGaming, on my iOS, with my backbone. You will be doing the same thing on your Game Pass Ultimate without downloading on streaming. But you do have the freedom, of course. It's a brand new PC, right?
Yeah.
So you could download the games you want. It's obviously better and running off the hardware. But if you want to play a game but you don't really want to download it, you just want to play to see how it is, you can automatically stream it. It's great.
I have to look through and see what they have that I haven't played yet.
And that snuck in. I think it was 2 days ago that happened.
So that's pretty cool that they have that, and I can actually try that.
Yes. So let me know how that goes.
Yeah.
I personally don't have the PC as a means to play. The PC I only use to make sure it runs our podcast on a live weekly basis.
Yeah.
And then other things that I would say that would not get me in trouble.
Yeah.
Would get me in trouble.
I know what you. I know.
And no,
what
it doesn't
you
begin with a P. You pervs. Doesn't begin with a P. It kind of does. All right, I'm digging too deep. Anywho, so yes, I don't use a PC for gaming. I don't. So now I have cloud gaming, and it works on iOS. Now I have PlayStation Remote Play on my iOS. It was a lovely week. On top of the fact that the pre-orders came out, I nabbed it at 8. I'm having a beautiful week. That's a great week. Until today. Today was Roblox.
Yeah, I'm gonna eventually get mine too. My iPhone eventually. I'll go to a T-Mobile and see. I'll tell them what options.
Yeah, if it's not much of a demand for you, then
Yeah, because I'm definitely upgrading this year, but I don't need to upgrade today. I can just do it like you said, October or whatever. I'll do it. I don't care.
Yeah.
I just want to be I'm gonna upgrade my new phone to the new iPhone. What options you got?
Yep.
Simple as that.
So now I'm going to get into something that I think you put on. And again, we look up, for those that don't know, we look up topics that tend to, that we know that we could have info on, speaking on, more of a technical feat and more of energy in the back. We have all that built up energy to speak on the actual topic itself. So he puts it out, and then I'm like, huh? And then I pull it out, and he's like, huh? So now we're talking about Ubisoft is in the news. Do you know about that? I hope you do, because I don't.
Yeah. So, former Ubisoft workers
Man, my nose is itchy.
decided to create a group called Nesting Games. So they decided that they created a group, and then now an Italian publisher, Digital Bros, is now cohabiting with them, kind of like Cobot.
Do it again.
Cobot each other.
Cobot.
And now they're working with each other
Do that right now.
to work on games. Originally, they opened in August, but then
So weird.
the Italian team, Digital Bros, bought them, and now they said that they want to focus on creating RPGs that is focused on non-open with great characters and powerful storytelling.
Well, I better hope so.
They pretty much.
I mean, everybody has that
They're
mindset.
pretty much trying to do a little jab towards Ubisoft because they used to work for Ubisoft. You know how most of their games are always open world, nothing focused or anything like that. So they kind of did a little jab, saying
sly dude, you.
So the people the CEO of the new company, Jordan Therbust, who used to work on ACD Syndicate and Odyssey. He was the lead designer on that. He's the one who is the CCO of the company now.
Okay.
And also Jane Matang, who is also working on there too, and she was working on Valhalla and Immortal Phoenix Rising. She did the writing, the story of it.
Oh wow.
And then Sebastian Brassard worked on Prince of Persia and Splinter Cell. So, having
so they got some
these kind of
heavyweights.
people in this new team.
They got some heavyweights.
Hopefully, we'll get some really good RPGs from this team. Because as soon as they said RPGs, I'm like, okay. And they said they're going to be focused, non-open world and all that. I was like, good. Because me personally, I'm not the biggest fan of open world games. I like my things to be focused.
You don't like it at all.
I like story. I like focus like that. Because there's too much. It's just too much. Like, there's nothing focused. There's really no story in those type of games. It's like, I don't know.
They open the storylines on a monthly basis with expansions and downloads, and then you hit.
And you think that's cool?
I think it's cool. I think it's an open, evolving. I love mass multiplayer RPGs. I just don't have time to play all that. If you sit down, hold on, focus on me. I control it. What am I doing? Focus on me. If you sit down and play Final Fantasy 14, do 3 quests. You're done. You're sucked in.
I know.
Nothing exists.
I have people I know who like Final Fantasy 14.
They probably go to work dressing as one of the avatars. I'm telling you, it sucks you in. And then when you get an expansion or you go with a raid and you find out this happens and that needs to have this, so you go back with your same peers and go this. It's great.
Do you hear all that? That sounds confusing and annoying.
It sounds overwhelming.
Exactly.
But engaging, and that's what.
It sounds overwhelming.
Genshin Impact's the same way, and I just learned that you could actually multiplayer. And I didn't realize it until I went to you go to a raid or like a little dungeon. I'm like, oh, I get to choose 4 people. I just want to do it myself. Then I'm realizing I really got to team up with 4 people. What about matchmaking? Matchmaking is better, but then I guess you could talk to people, hopefully. But it gets more social, more environment. But Genshin's Impact the same way, and I like it because it's in your pocket. And now with the backbone, you're not doing it like a touch. You're grabbing it like you're playing the Switch. You're just playing the Switch. You're playing the Switch. It just receives calls. And you're doing the dungeons, and you're leveling up. You're doing a couple of quests. I was effed. I went to bed at 12:45 a.m., knowing damn well I got to get up at 6 to get my child ready to drop him off because I'm playing Genshin's Impact because I realized I had 2 other side quests before my main quest. And then I was going through the menus and trying to figure out what kind of weapon I'm going to have. And then I'm like, crap, I got to go to bed because I got responsibilities. It sucks. Open massive multiplayer online is great. You got to get into it, the one you want. And we're trying, but you still haven't done it. It's pissing me off. It's Genshin Impact. Or you have the PC, Final Fantasy 14. I shied away from the 14 because it's like $30 a month
I don't want to pay
for Square
monthly
Enix.
for something.
That's
I
why
already pay too much monthly things already.
I'm telling you,
I'm subscribed to so much subscriptions.
Yeah.
Like I forget some of the things I'm subscribed to.
I
so
did
I'm
too.
Like, I need to.
I
I need
still
to stop
have-
doing subscriptions.
I think I'm gonna have to cancel Amazon Luna. I'm gonna have to cancel.
Yeah, because
that.
I'm like,
I don't play
too
that.
much. So
The
I don't
only-
want to add another one onto this. So I'm
Yeah.
just like, I'm good.
I gotta upgrade my Disney Plus with the Hulu. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna have to cancel Amazon Luna. I respect it and I get it, but I got my Xbox, which I don't even have the console. I just got my Xbox fix with the day ones coming,
depending on
and I
if
got my
Xbox
remote play
thing, I might have to
PS5. I
sign
don't
up.
need Luna.
And depending on what Xbox has and stuff, I might have to sign up for the Xbox Live Pass, Game Pass, and
Yeah.
I might have to send that. There's gonna be another thing I'm gonna add to my thing. Like, ugh.
I will say,
So
get the
frustrating.
backbone. See, that's why y'all gotta have me sponsor y'all. Get the backbone, because you pay $100. That's the price, but you get 3 months free of Game Pass Ultimate, which is worth $15. So 15, 30, 45, 45 minus 100, and that's ultimately what you pay for a controller that literally is smooth. Put it in. It's got its own UI. Oh,
But the
man,
thing
it's
is,
great.
if I'm gonna play Game Pass Ultimate, it'll be on my PC, not on my.
No,
phone.
dude. No, it's not.
I have
No,
a
it's
PC
not.
for a reason. What I'm gonna do? Never look at it.
That's why I don't got a PC. I don't play with the PC. I got my consoles. I'm all set.
I got a PC for a reason.
Yeah,
I have
but
to use it.
You gonna use your controller? Or you gonna use the PC controls?
Control. Or no.
Control.
I could connect the PS5 controller. Matt said
Yeah,
I
you can.
So
Yeah, you can.
That's why I was
Yep.
like, I'm happy
Even I
with
can
that.
tell you that. It's
Yeah,
pretty simple.
I can.
All you gotta do is hold the share and the button until it blinks.
So
and then just go
I'll
to
be using
Bluetooth,
my
kicks in.
my PS5 controller for all the PC games.
I think some of them don't have the DualSense feedback,
that.
but you
I'll
get
deal
feedback.
with
I don't
that.
think it's the
I'll
DualSense.
deal with that.
Yeah, but that's good though.
But yeah, so pretty much, yeah. Like I said, the new net company is doing that, focusing on RPG. So I can't wait to see what games they're gonna make.
Yeah,
Because they just started, so we don't know when the game will be coming out. But it's kind of cool that they're doing that.
the hell picture is this?
And hopefully, because Ubisoft wasn't the best team to work for, so hopefully they do well in this team.
Yeah. So let's bring up another image real quick. We're going to talk about it here. Very brief because it sucked. but I didn't think it was gonna be that deep. The delays, as you see the image here, right here, there's 2 out of the 4 games. I think they showed the 4 games that were delayed, but the 4 games ultimately was delayed. 2 of them recently got delayed.
Yep.
Which is Dying Light.
Dying Light 2.
What was the original date?
Stay Human. Originally, it was supposed to come out. What was it? Oh yeah, December 7th.
Okay.
It was supposed to come out there, but now it got delayed to February 4th of next year.
Oh damn.
And you know what's funny too? They're releasing that game when a whole bunch of games are coming out. Because you know a bunch of games are coming out from late January and February. Elden Ring, Horizon Forbidden West, Rainbow Six Extraction, Pokemon Legends Arceus, the new expansion for Destiny 2. It's all coming out then along with this title. So I don't know what they were thinking about doing. I mean, I understand they said they needed a little more time to polish
I think what happened is
and all that type of stuff.
I think what happened is that's the soonest they could release based on the reporting and the reports in the fiscal year.
Yeah.
I feel they're going to push it out by January because that is not that's suicide.
That's
Nobody's going to get your game.
February. That's suicide. Do you know those games I just told you? Those are major hit. I didn't even say any of the indies. Those are all major.
Just 2, Horizon and Destiny alone, and then everything else.
The Destiny 2 new expansion comes out then,
Yep.
and of course, like I said, Horizon,
Forbidden
Elden
West.
Ring. That's one of the
Elden
biggest
Ring is another one too. That's a
huge
sleeper.
title that
Yep.
people want to play. It's like all that, and you can
don't do
decide
it.
to release Dying Light
Don't
too?
do it in February. No. Nope. Go with your April.
Huge mistake.
I think April will be it. But here's what made me caught me off guard.
Now this is the one that I know you want.
But I'm not really mad at it. Battlefield.
That
Battlefield
also got
recently
delayed.
just got delayed. I don't know what the reason was.
It was
Do you have the
originally-
reason?
They said they wanted to. They said because of complications of COVID-19. They literally said that straight out.
Oh, that's
complications of that they had to
No.
hoping to get back into.
No.
this- yeah, that's all.
Nope.
I'm just saying what they said.
I know. Bullshit.
I'm just saying what they said. So pretty much, originally supposed to come out this October 22nd. Now it's coming out November 19th. At least it's still coming out this year.
October 22nd, and now to November 19th.
At least it's still coming out this year.
Fine. You know
Thank
what
God.
I feel like? They want to get that Black Friday rush.
You think?
They want to get it and then let the retailers
it's
go.
literally coming out
and
a
then
week
go from
before
there.
Black Friday.
That's what I'm saying. I think that's what happened last time with Battlefield 5. That came out, and I think if we research
around
that,
there?
let's see. I'm gonna look it up. Let me put the camera on you real quick. I'm
Yeah,
gonna look
I
that up
wonder
real
if it
quick.
was around there because I don't play those type of games, so I don't know. But
Yeah.
I know you would know that more because those type of games don't never go on sale. You always have to pay full price on those. Type
Yeah,
of games.
so I'm gonna go with another topic that you want to speak on. I'm bringing up that fact because I think by Battlefield 5 did come out in November. I'm gonna have you speak on this,
Which one?
which is a very good portrait of Kojima.
Okay. So Kojima had a little interview earlier with a Japanese lifestyle magazine called An. He was talking about what kind of games he would like to make.
Got the answer, by the way.
Okay, hold on. Go ahead. Yes.
Battlefield 5, and I bet you it's because of reporting. Battlefield 5 came out, right? Just so you guys know.
Go ahead.
November 20th, 2018.
Which is
So
right before
1920,
Black Friday.
in 3 years, it was a week before Black Friday.
Yeah,
So I
right
did get the
before
answer.
Black
All right, so continue.
Okay, so Kojima, like I said, he had an interview with a magazine, Japanese magazine, and he was specific on what kind of concept he wants to do
Tell her no.
with games. Which, you know how Kojima is. He is not the most, for lack of a better word, normal on
don't let
how
her do
he
that.
approaches things. He's not
Yeah.
the most normal how he approaches things. So
Yeah, don't
he
let her do that.
wants to basically create. He wants the concept to be able to create a game that changes depending on what you do.
Yeah.
Like literally, that the game could be different for each person that plays. Not similar to how it was, like, let's say, Mass Effect, you had choices and stuff.
Yeah.
He said things like that is too rudimentary, too basic, and all that. He wants games that actually change depending on how the player plays. Like, actual, like, people having different experiences from the same game depending on the type of person that plays and how they play. He's
That's
thinking
ambitious.
like, yeah, exactly. He's thinking like very ambitiously. One example that he was a maker on was the game. I don't know if you remember this game from back on the GBA days. Bokai, the Light Warrior.
Okay.
I don't know if you remember that game. Pretty much that game is, it had a cartridge, obviously, and it had like a little sensor on the cartridge that in order to fight in that game, you need light power. And in order to power the light of the character, you need to actually be outside and have the sun hit the cartridge to be able to power it. And that's the only way you'll be able to battle is using the power by going like outside and actually doing something. So Kojima wants to do like a more upscale version
Obviously,
of that.
we're talking
to be able
years.
To be like,
Yeah.
He wants to be able to have everyone have different experiences and experience the same game different ways, and he wants to be able to pretty much. Well, you want something like more like lifelike and how it
See,
would work.
and it's funny because I didn't think it was that deep until you explained it like that. I thought it was something like we already have, like weather. You know, in the areas sunny, partly cloudy, you're gonna play either a game that's gonna have a change of weather. Gran Turismo include that.
No,
Driver
that's
for
the
the
thing.
PS4
He says
included
those things
that.
Are basic. He
And
wants
they really
something
are basic.
more-
Something cool, but what in my opinion, what he's going for, which obviously is a step further, which is great, and it builds the immersion inside the game.
Exactly.
But those concepts are great, but
he wants to
it goes
step
over
up.
their head, so not a lot of people really think about it. They just think it's just the level, not realizing, hey, you know it's raining because outside's raining, right? That's why the roads are sleek on the game you're playing, because it's actually pouring. If you play tomorrow when it's sunny, you could probably be better, da-da-da. Or for Pokemon, you're going to get water Pokemon because it's pouring rain. If not, wait until tomorrow. It's going to be sunny. So we get it, but I don't think a lot of people understand that concept like that, not realizing that it's a great way to navigate the game. He's going where I thought PlayStation 5 was going to do with the DualSense, and what I'm going to say is when you play a horror game, the difficulty could change depending on the sweat, the nervousness they get from the actual controller itself. We'll see if it needed to frighten you more or lower the difficulty a little bit more.
So you're understanding what he's trying
So
to
I get it
at.
because the rumors of the new PlayStation, which now is a PlayStation 5,
Yeah.
was that how could they implement something to fluidly change the difficulty depending on how the player is? If they map out that your button mashing is going to be easier.
This is why he's thinking about it. Maybe he's thinking of ideas on what to do. But he was talking with this interviewee about this.
Because
and
now
I
he
think
doesn't
actually
want it
pretty
based on
awesome.
hardware. He wants it off of software.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, 'cause-
you know he's a software developer. You know, he
Yeah,
makes games.
yeah, of course. But I mean, if you're going to be a software developer, you want to know what is available hardware-wise to take advantage of. But he's
Exactly.
thinking strictly software because if it was hardware, he could do something of the sort
He's
with
not a hardware
DualSense.
guy.
But
He's always a software
no,
guy. He makes games.
It makes games, but you got to understand when they make games, you got to know what kind of peripherals, the hardware-wise, that you're going to
Yeah,
be utilizing for
exactly,
those games. Just like if they're going to do Death Stranding, you got DualSense. How can you take advantage of DualSense? You are a software. You're going to go ahead and implement those things from the hardware because you're a software developer. Makes sense. But that's what I'm thinking they should do, in which we thought PS5 was going to do,
Yeah.
but they didn't.
So
He's trying to do it on some software in hopes in the future hardware comes out like that.
Yeah.
Because, if you did that,
It'd definitely be more immersive, which I would love that.
Yeah.
And it'll be, like I said, different for each person because each person reacts differently to certain things.
Yep.
So the same game that everyone plays could play different or be different depending on the actions that you do.
it could be either what you say. That could be like, the Connect had that type of lawsuit when they had a lawsuit, but they try to implement it like based on your voice and what you say could dictate some actions or like your mood within the game, and they're like,
Yeah.
privacy concerns, we don't like that, and then the game's like, we won't include that.
So it'd be pretty interesting.
We've seen some waves of it. We've seen some rumors of
He
it,
just wants more like an upscale.
but we didn't see it
yeah.
hardware-wise. Maybe software. How would he do that though?
That's
is the question.
I have no idea where to even start.
Because
with
what's your
that.
example? What'd you say?
Boktai.
Boktai.
Yeah.
That was hardware because you had it from a sensor that could gain solar energy.
Yeah, basically.
And the game will automatically read it.
Exactly.
So he needs, if you want to go with that example, he needs some form of hardware. But again, it could be what you play, right? It could, like, let's say, what's that game called? Detroit Beyond Human.
Oh yeah.
The AI automatically knows what days you were gone. So like if you play, like I haven't played for a week, they're like, how did your week go? Plus continue to. I'm like, bitch, you know my week? How the fuck you know it's my week? Because it viewed the actual time of my last save to the time that I logged in now. It's built in on software from obviously hardware. I don't know how he's gonna do that.
It'd be interesting. I'm kind of curious if he does something.
That's
you know, Kojima is always like creative with shit like that. So I'm kind of curious how that's gonna happen.
So that was good. That was a good talk on that.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's go with a brief about Activision Blizzard.
Yep.
They are never fail to go with, they're always on the press, and it's a no fail at this point.
So
they're
that
always
was a
going to show
new
up.
one.
Well, yeah, based on the old one, but it's still new.
Yeah. So pretty much, Better APK, which is the group that they created to help the people, try to get the rights of the company, filed a lawsuit against Activision with the National Labor Review Board because they are accusing of them union busting.
Oh, well, yeah, with the person that they hired
Exactly.
to go about.
So that's what they're doing.
Clearly.
This. Because obviously, there are.
There's a conflict of interest. The same person that they hired to oversee the issues is the same person that blocked the unions for Amazon, a big ass company. Fuck out of here, dude.
That's why they're doing this. That's why they're doing this lawsuit because they know they're trying to stop the unions.
They already know. They're trying to get the fight fixed. They're trying to get the fight fixed, bro.
Exactly. So pretty much, they've been focusing on doing that. Like they want to try.
But is the judge in the pocket? Is the question? Because if this goes to court, and they rule it with Activision, then you already know the fight's fixed, and then y'all should just leave that company.
It's still very. They just did the thing, so it's probably gonna take some time in order for things.
So we'll follow it, of course.
But yeah, so pretty much they were focusing on that because they're getting intimidated by forced arbitration, which we know about that.
And screw you, AT&T, because that's for consumers with AT&T. It's the same way. If you want to take them a lawsuit, you can't do a lawsuit. You can't do a class action. You got to settle with arbitration.
Yeah, they don't want that. They don't want forced arbitration. They're trying to get away from that.
Of course they don't, because you're literally fighting, and all they get arbitration is only there to protect themselves from general lawsuits and class action lawsuits.
Exactly. So to settle out of court.
You'd be stupid if you think you're going to actually get your favor within an arbitration, or you'll be lucky.
Exactly. So pretty much that's where they're right now. They're trying to figure it out. Obviously, they're trying to, get the thing, because nothing has changed yet. Nothing. They're still all the same things. Nothing has changed.
So far, same-ish, different day.
Exactly. So they're just trying to, change something. Nothing has changed. It's been weeks since this happened, and still nothing.
I mean, it won't be overnight, but it won't be a whole year.
Yeah, so it's just and then another thing, which adds to it because, it's still thing.
Technically, it did change. They hired somebody that goes against Amazon and you know what I'm saying? Their conflict, their decisions of how to fix it is so out in the open that it's failing them.
Yeah. And then another thing that also happened with them, because I wanted to add this since we're talking about Activision Division. Yeah. They did a newest update to WoW, World of Warcraft.
Yep.
That they got rid of certain scantily clad women in the game and made them more closed or took them out completely.
Okay.
It's funny how they actually did this update nowadays with, everything going on, especially with the lawsuit and everything going on right now. They maybe closed up some of the women or they just replaced it with one example, they replaced one woman completely with a bowl of fruit. So instead of the woman, it's paintings and stuff, it's just a bowl of fruit now.
Oh, wow.
Just the thing.
Okay.
So they kind of did this. And the funny thing is, people, they don't have an issue with that, but they have an issue with because, you're doing things like this, but not doing anything to fix the company.
So they're trying to fix the image visually so nobody gets offended, but don't want to fix anything internally.
Exactly.
So they don't get offended.
So they can that's what people are saying. It's
y'all are PUSSYs, yo.
It is kind of stupid. How you gonna?
It's gonna get to the point. If they're gonna get loud, if y'all gonna get loud, look, I'm not with violence. I don't condone violence of any of that sort. But take it from me, if nothing changes, people can get jumped. Y'all better do something. Y'all better do something because if somebody's gonna be violating this, that, and the third, y'all gotta put some hands on 'em. I don't advocate anything, but that's gonna get to the point. If nothing's gonna change, you mess with people's livelihoods.
Because they're still going to be. They're still going to be, you know, working on the thing and doing what they got to do because they're still talking about it. They're still trying to do things. They're still trying to change things. So they're not being quiet about it. Remember, this whole thing happened back in July. We're in September right now. And they're still talking things about it.
And it's only been 2 months, almost 2 months.
So I don't think things like this is just going to piss them off more.
Piss them off even more, knowing that you're putting a lot of effort. Something's going to happen. We don't want any. I ain't trying to have y'all being crazy going in but start holding up people hostage and whatnot. I'm talking about maybe if he comes out and he walked down the stairs. Okay, Bill Gates got a pie to the face. I forgot what place. He got hit with the pie. Blah, right in his face. And then the second one. Blah. Cool. Do something like that.
Maybe like
get a noise out there. Yeah. Peaceful, but throw items. Throw World of Warcraft limited edition all sealed. Throw it in the face. Hey, look, I'm not with the violence. I'm just trying to tell you, if nothing's changing and they're still being that stubborn, something.
Yeah, them firing these like random people or something.
Make no damn sense. Make no damn sense. They should fire the same person that they hired to control their internal affairs because of the damn conflict of interest of shutting down the unions of Amazon. I'm just saying.
Just get rid of him. Just get rid of him.
Not even that won't help because it's all internal. That's like get rid of the president, but still keeping the same people behind him.
Also get rid of other people too, but hey, he needs to get rid of
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like that's what it is. It's like you got to get rid of the administration. So instead of just that one person, you got to get rid of him and his affiliates and then their bottoms. So then they can go reconstruct, and whatever they feel, elect someone that they feel.
And that will actually show change, and people will actually be like, okay, they are actually doing something
and
about
cross
it.
fingers and see what happens. Yeah, homeboy needs to retire. Bobby, get out of there. At this point now, you're hanging around because you did some revolutionary crap, but now you're just a PR mistake. It is 2021, and these are things that are not just, they're just being sensitive. No, okay? If you're going to, look, I ain't going to go there, but it's not, these are not things that are just small.
No,
they're not small little issues. These are mentally damage breaking while making money to make ends meet and living your life. And you're making it hard.
Exactly.
So get it correct before they will correct you.
Just saying. Just saying.
A lot of people don't have that hood mentality, but I'm gonna tell you what, if you don't, that's why if you get fired, you don't get that last check. What's the you're gonna go, yo, I ain't leaving until I get my check. I need it now. And what if you don't? You know, people getting hit, people getting punched out, and they don't. Those managers in the stores don't sign up for that.
Exactly.
They ain't trying to get rocked in the face.
Exactly.
Because the company is not gonna give them a check that they need. You know. It's stretching, but you're still pissing them off.
Exactly.
Really pissing them off. So, now I just checked this out, and I'm drawing a blank. GameStop. Yes, I remember they, and I'm going to keep it brief.
Yeah, because I know you put that on there.
They spoke to the quarter 3, because they're going to quarter 4. They had an earnings call, and they said that we're going to be more of a technology-based company.
You mean like iPhones and like things like that?
Just a technology-based company.
What's that mean?
Exactly. What does it really mean?
I was to say, like,
and we will talk about it.
Like, what the heck?
So remember eons ago with our podcasts, right? Audio, I think. We didn't do it. I didn't think we did a video with it, but we stated that we think that they should have at least 2 people commission-based that are very well educated with gaming and the peripherals and the systems and the like, and make it more of an Apple-esque type of retail environment, like an Apple Store. Yeah. Apple Store now, it's to the point that you just walk in and go from there. But they still have the Apple experts that are there to make sure what products you're going to have, what questions do you have. But they're really on, actually. Some are, some not. Years ago, I think they are. Now, most aren't, and some are. I digress. I digress because I can hit him with this, and be like, well, we don't know. You should know. because that's what you sign up for. So anywho, they should have at least 2 people as commission based in GameStop. Every sale, every reservation that they have, they make commission off of it because other retail environments within that same realm get commission.
Yeah.
But then they have a welcoming atmosphere for the actual GameStop brick and mortar store. So it's not just you just walk in and just get a game and leave. They want to have a new experience. And they had that, and I think in Texas, they tested marketing. We don't know the success rate of those.
Yeah, because they haven't said
We haven't seen one in front of us. But based on what they're trying to do now, being technology, that makes you wonder, what the hell does that mean?
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
I'm thinking it looks more technology-based, and maybe these representatives will be trained more on the technology-based and showing off more technology.
No, the thing is,
Or it could just be another version of updated point of sale systems. We don't know. They kept it very bleak.
like,
they kept
thing
it
is,
very
like,
black.
The first thing what I think of technology is they're trying to stay away from games and go like more like phones, back to phones, and things like that.
Yes and
That's
no.
what I was thinking.
Yes and no, because Microsoft is gearing towards everywhere you go there's an Xbox. So that obviously includes smartphones, because nowadays you have a smartphone. Then you have a TV. Then you have a set-top box.
Microsoft has a stake in GameStop now, right?
They do.
Yeah, I
they
remember
do.
that, yeah.
They do. So technically, they could, but not overwhelming being the place to go to get old or vintage Apple products or brand new Apple products. I don't think that's going to happen. But I will think they could sell iPhone products, or at least refurbished iPhone products.
Yeah, because the first thing I thought was technology is not just games. There's other technologies. So that's what
It
I'm
is.
thinking.
And now, because they bought Think Geek, they have all the merchandise and clothing. So we know that.
But that's not technology.
It's not, but it banked more on the gaming aspect of things.
Yeah, yeah.
So now you wonder, what the hell's technology? And it's the only thing I can think of off the top of my head is the direction that the stores will be running. But that's it. I don't know what else.
Yeah, it's just, I don't know. It's like when they say technology, it's so vague, and of course, obviously, they don't go into detail on that. So I'm like,
They don't.
What the heck?
They don't, but they now have a good stepping stone to start it.
So I guess
Just
we have
don't
to see
it up.
how. I know that's what I'm saying. Let's see how they're gonna go.
Yeah.
I'm hoping they go up, but we'll see.
Technology. That was very, very vague.
Yeah, that's very vague.
You mentioned Sega.
Yes.
Give me some Sega news. What's happening with that?
So, as you know, Tokyo Game Show will be coming out at the end of this month.
Okay.
And Sega announced that they're going to be having some news on a new Sega RPG during the Tokyo Game Show.
Yeah.
Sega's going to have their thing on October 1st. It's going to be an hour long. And they're releasing the Sega RPG info on that. Now, of course, there's been speculation on what it could be, because they said it's not going to be an Atlas RPG, because you know Sega owns Atlas, which is the Persona series and the Shin Megami series and all that. So they said it's not. They said that it's most likely not going to be that. So people are thinking, what else could it be? So what I'm thinking is, people. Of course, my dream is I would love to have either a Skies of Arcadia remake or a sequel. Most likely not going to happen.
Okay.
But then there's things like Panzer Dragoon Saga could possibly get a remake, because, you know, with the Panzer Dragoon, they remade it for the Switch, so that's a possibility. A Sonic RPG,
Yeah.
that's also a possibility. A new Valkyria Chronicles 5, that's also a possibility. But something that people have been saying, because it is the 25th anniversary of the first game, that they might be making a new Sakura Wars RPG, which is a game that I love too. It has a mixture of, like, you know, dating sim, kind of like RPG with robots and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So it's actually pretty cool. So they say that it's a possibility that that might be what the Sega RPG is. Might be for the Sakura Wars, because it's the 25th anniversary of the first game coming out.
Yeah.
So it's a possibility of that happening, but hearing about that and knowing that it's going to be an hour long, I'm super excited because I love Sega. So I'm like, okay. And then a new RPG, that gets me more excited. But I swear to God, if it's Skies of Arcadia,
I swear to God.
if it's Skies of Arcadia, I will freak out. I will freak out if it's
Skies of Arcadia?
It's probably not going to happen, unfortunately, because they kind of forgot about that game. But That would be the best news ever. Oh, and another one too. And another one that they could do too is Phantasy Star Online.
Yeah.
Oh, Phantasy Star. That's also another one too. That's another Sega RPG thing. So it's up in the air right now, but I'm actually pretty excited about that. As soon as I heard that, I was like, okay, now that gets me more excited for Tokyo Game Show.
Yeah, right. That's cool. So, and then you said it's the end of the month?
End of the month, yep. It's end of the month and also like the 1st of like October or something like that.
Okay.
Because Tokyo Game Show has a lot of games that I enjoy.
Yeah. All right, so that's the only things we got going here.
Oh, is that it? Is that everything? We went through everything. Wow, that's quick.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we did.
Yeah. I think it was mainly about the hype of all the technology things that has happened this week, mainly Xbox and PlayStation 5, because again, the PlayStation 5 firmware is now official, but it had a little hidden detail, which a lot of people don't really realize. And now that you have it and understand and you hear it and spread the word,
I know.
LT, I'm so hot. I gotta try. I'm gonna test it out. And now with the new iPhone 13, now with 5G, I've had it. It's spotty with LTE here. It's usually 2 or 3 bars when I'm out and about.
Yeah.
But now with the 5G, hopefully that's something that's
which I'll be
faster
testing
and
that
better
out once I get the new iPhone.
Yeah.
Like I said, I'm gonna go stop by one of the T-Mobiles.
Because I do when I have downtime. When I have downtime, I do play because my car charges so about 45 minutes to an hour. I do have some. I play Control. I'm getting hip to Control.
That's good.
I dove into Jedi Fallen Order. Unfortunately, I failed. I couldn't jump something. I got lost. So I was like, oh, I gotta go. But yeah, those are the 2 things that I've taken and took the time to play. In the remote play, I did not try yet. So hopefully next week, I want to do it when I want the iPhone 13, do it live, and then stream it on 5G and see how it works.
Yeah, see it, test it out.
Yeah, because it's more bandwidth, more data.
Yeah.
So that's the goal, and then the Xbox, and that's mainly for those that are on the PC.
Yeah.
So,
like I said, I would have tried that. I would try that myself.
That's something you would try. But I seen the options at CloudGaming, so CloudGaming is great.
Yeah.
And now for the PC, again, I got confused. I was like, what the hell? Why? You just download it. I'm like, oh yeah, you don't really need to download it. You can just play it. But it's limited now. It doesn't mimic the exact copy.
Well, it's because they're still testing it out, right? Kinda.
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
They just have limited. Okay.
I think it's only beta for iOS.
Oh, okay.
And Android. Mainly iOS because it's a workaround.
Yeah.
Android, you can download it and then do it.
Yeah.
But, yeah. I think we're good.
Yeah.
Today was a bit of a blunder.
Yeah, especially the beginning. Whoa.
It was a blunder. We were now stretching to 9 something, but we usually end around this time anyway.
Yeah, so we made it.
Without the 30, 45 minute, 55 minute delay.
Jeez, that was crazy.
What I was just trying to do, actually do it is go on the live on TikTok on here and see so I can respond and chat. But I don't think I can here, unless if I get the app. But
we'll figure it out next week.
yeah, because I was just I'm on the page now. I'm like, oh, cool, and I'm like, but I want to kind of talk to people, I want to do stuff. Yeah, man. Anticipating next week. What are we anticipating for next week? Nothing really. I think maybe on the 23rd I'll see if the LTE works on the remote play on PS5. But I think that should be working now.
Been waiting, and I know, like I said, the Tokyo Game Show is not this week coming up. It's next week. So.
Yeah. Okay. Well, all right. That concludes a good hour and 9 minutes running time that we have here. So it's a little short.
Yeah, but
short,
some good stuff happened.
Make sure you follow, subscribe, comment on our Twitter, Facebook. What is it? Twitch. I keep forgetting Twitch.
How do you forget Twitch?
I don't know. And TikTok
yes.
family. We are getting used to the YouTube stories. So whatever we have on the TikTok that's short, we'll put it on the stories.
Yeah, the
and YouTube stories,
yeah.
we'll put that on there. Story, shorts, whatever.
Yeah,
I think it's stories, but it's on the shorts. I don't know. But we're doing that. That'd be great. Short little videos for you guys to enjoy and then get it going. As far as gaming news is concerned and our rants, especially with mine on TikTok, it was fantastic and great with the little sneak that Kotaku did with the PlayStation, which is great. So check us out Saturdays, 7:30 p.m. By next week, we should have the streaming soon. I should implement that.
Hopefully.
And put it on there, and I'm going to try to get some away tunes or something of the like.
Yeah, it has to be non-copyrighted music.
Yeah, I think it's in there. I reached out to a couple of people.
We don't want to get flagged.
I reached out to a couple of people that okayed the streaming, but you have to use an app.
Yeah.
Because they already are safe approved.
Well, we'll be able to test that and figure that out.
Yeah. Probably within this week, I'll get it and we'll put it in and we'll just test it and see how it goes. Now, I'll have you probably chime in and look at it. Hopefully, Outlandish goes ahead and streams on his new rig, right?
Like, I can't promise anything because I have to still figure out stuff, but...
Figure it out fast, kid. You got tomorrow. Set it up.
I don't have
Do it up.
everything to stream, though. I have no cameras and
See
stuff.
you stream. No, you don't need... you could. I mean, you could.
Any of that yet.
And you can use your phone.
I'm not gonna
You clearly use that now.
I'm not going to do that. That's just weird.
You're weird. I mean, I could put on there, game and stuff. No, you're fine. Who knows?
I'll figure it out.
Ow. Figure it out. I'm going to try to stream on my phone. But, again, I want to wait to my new phone. So then see if it can handle it. Because 2 or 3 bars and streaming it is already cutting it.
Yeah.
And then I go and stream, barely playable. So what I'm going to do? Play a broken game that lags indefinitely? Like, stupid. Alrighty. Killer Whisk.